of here.
About 10 degrees off your starboard bow. Take a heading leeward of Sand Island.
Don't give me that shit point!
There.
All right, I got it.
What's going on, Facebook Jaws group? It's Ryan here. Also, if you're on my YouTube channel or subscribe to me, it's BSG Trek Fan 88. For Christ's sake, tomorrow's the 4th of July! It's going to be one of the best summers we've ever had. Maybe not. Those of us that live on the East Coast, there's a friggin' hurricane coming. Arthur is on our doorstep, should be here, tomorrow at whatever time. But that's not what this video is about. Just finished watching Jaws 2. Honestly, I haven't seen it in a while. I've YouTube bits and pieces of it. And, I know the story. I've seen it a few times, but it's been a good couple of years. And it's always been regarded as the better Jaws sequel, also known as the only Jaws sequel if you really don't like the other films. And I gotta say, there are a lot of things I do like about this movie, and there are some things that I don't like. Right off the bat, let's just say it. Roy Scheider as Brody, awesome. It was really cool seeing his character again. You get the feeling that he's kind of grown, not as a cop, because in the first film you know that he used to be a cop in New York. That's a pretty ballsy job. You get the feeling that he's grown as an islander. He's no longer afraid of the water. I don't know, it's just the way that the character's portrayed. You get a sense that he's evolved a little bit. Lorraine Gray's wife, awesome again. His 2 kids are in there. No Hooper, unfortunately. He is mentioned as being in Antarctica, which, okay, way to make him as far away as humanly possible to have no chance in helping Brody here. I forget his name right now while filming this. The mayor, actually, majority of the original townsfolk leaders come back. Thank God we don't hear that pain in the ass. 24 hours isn't like 3 weeks. She's not in this movie, which is good. So yeah, so seeing the main characters, most of them come back for this film, was a good thing. The soundtrack, while overused, especially the main Jaws theme, is pretty solid. Especially with, I think one of the highlights of the film is when all the kids are sailing. That music that plays, music that should be playing in the background of this video if I edit it, is pretty solid. Things I don't like about this movie. Right away, I'm just gonna say it. The anger, if you will, that you felt when we'll just say the leaders of the town, leaders of Amity, don't listen to Martin until the very end. Like, when he confronts Mr. Vaughn in the hospital and, they sign Quint to kill the shark, you're like, yes, finally. Or not even that, when the shark is obviously seen by everybody on the beach, including the mayor, it's like, thank God, finally, somebody get, Brody's vindicated, if that's the right word. Everybody understands finally what he's going through. This film, you fucking hate them. Because the whole events of Jaws 1 happened, right? Marty got, Amity's Man of the Year. As far as I'm concerned, there should be a freaking memorial or a little statue of Quint somewhere. So the fact that right away they dismiss him.
Larry, for Christ's sakes, I not only have this attack, but I've got 2 water skiers who have a tragedy, but a boating accident. Oh, bullshit. Bullshit? Is it bullshit I got a whale on the beach with a bite in it this big? Okay. Okay, Larry, but you just remember this conversation. You just remember it.
Even with all the evidence, the boating accident, the fucking killer whale, which I'll get to, really, I can understand them being apprehensive because, I grew up on Cape Cod. I live in Plymouth right now, which is basically still part of Cape Cod, or just separated by the canal. I know the mentality of being a tourist area. Okay, the towns depend on summer dollars, right? I get that. But after the events of the first film, after the events that happened in the first half of this film, you just dismiss him?
Fogarty just developed it. It came out of that camera from the missing divers.
Seaweed?
I don't know. What is it?
It's underwater, isn't it? That's why it's so dark.
There's nothing I can see.
What are you talking about? Look at this.
That's a shark.
Look at the outline. Look at the mouth, the eyes.
Is that what it is? Sorry, I just don't see it.
Neither do I. It's nothing.
Martin, it could be anything.
Wait a minute. Are you people telling me I don't know what a shark looks like?
Brody, this is nothing. Seaweed, mud, something in the lens.
Lends my ass.
You're damn right it's your ass.
Now, be reasonable, please.
Reasonable what, with him?
God damn it, will you listen to the man? Will you just listen to him? Be reasonable. Look, Brody, you started a panic on a public beach. You shot up the damn place. God knows who you could have injured. Now, what if somebody decides to sue us? Did you ever stop to think about that? It could ruin us.
You don't have to worry about being sued or being ruined.
If this turns out to be what I think it is, because there won't be anybody here. Yeah, now, Martin, let's not,
Let's not what, Larry? What?
Oh, Jesus, Larry, huh? Come on, let's just forget it. He won't listen. It's obvious the man has made up his mind.
You bet your life I've made up my mind. But I'm telling you, and I'm telling everybody at this table, that that's a shark. And I know what a shark looks like because I've seen one up close. And you better do something about this one because I don't intend to go through that hell again.
God, it pisses me off so much. And you feel Brody's, anger. You feel his, sick and tired of these people, You feel it, and you see it, and that's probably my biggest thing is the last time you see the mayor is when they basically fire him, right? So after they find the boat, the sailboat, and they bring her back to shore, I forget his name, basically Ellen's boss tells her, I'm sorry, I was only thinking of the town's best interest or whatever. You don't see the mayor, you don't see, and this is my biggest problem with the film when it comes to the characters, is I want the film to end with, okay, Coast Guard shows up, rescues everybody, they go back to shore, and the mayor and all the townsfolk are there, and Brody just either punches them in the mayor or Ellen's boss in the face, which we all know he deserves, but most likely just he doesn't even have to say anything, just a look, like, duh, this fucking happened, and you didn't do anything about it. Pretty sure the kids and some of the townsfolk could probably sue them, too. Anyway, so that's my big thing, is I really wish the end of the film didn't end where it ended. I wanted it to end with them getting back to shore, and Brody basically, being triumphant again. Things I did like. I did like the little touches to the first Jaws, the award on his desk. If you don't notice, when he gets out of his truck, actually it's always in front of the house, but there's a long shot after he gets fired. He's obviously drunk. Who can blame him? And you see it's supposed to be a barrel from the first film that he wrote in on with Hooper as like a planter, like a barrel to put plants in. So little touches like that are cool. I like that, Hendrix, which you don't see a lot of in the first film, but he's an important character. You see Hendrix is also running, and he loves being at the Amity launch, the police boat, even on his own time. He just thinks it's fun. I like that his character is used a lot more in this film. The killer whale scene works, and it's probably the best scene in the film when it comes to trying to recapture parts of the feelings of the first film where you go, wow, this is going to be bad. In the first film you have you don't see the shark, obviously we all know why and how it works. It plays well in the film. But the scene where the two fishermen try and capture Bruce with his wife's holiday roast, and you get a sense, okay, this shark means business. In this film, you see the shark right away. It's the opening fucking scene, Jaws theme, and you see the shark. You know how big it is. You know it's there. Obviously, the film is called Jaws 2, so you know it's there anyway, but it's kind of like, really, you had to establish that the shark is here. And in every major scene, the water skiing accident, all the scenes at the end of the movie with the kids on the boats, the Jaws theme instantly plays and the fin comes out of the water. There isn't one scene that kind of, tries to hide it, if you will. But at the same time, how could you really successfully do that? Because it's called Jaws 2 and you've already seen, hopefully, the first film. But the whale scene is one of those ones where the first time you see the second film, and you're like, what the hell are they all looking at? And, you saw a quick glimpse of the whale when the kids find it, but when Brody shows up, when Martin shows up, and, he takes his sunglasses off and goes, Jesus, it's like, whoa. And then it cuts to a long, wide shot of the whale. Killer whales are huge. They're also not You know, you think of a whale, you think of a humpback whale, Star Trek 4, nice and peaceful. No, killer whales are killer whales because that's how they eat and all that jazz. I mean, there's a reason why they're called killer whales. So the C1 washed up on the beach, although I wish it kind of was more devoured, if you will, but I guess you wouldn't get a sense of scale if it was like that. Anyway, good effective scene. Plus, you hate that bitch. You hate the marine biologist, whoever the hell, I forget her name. The Hooper replacement. Sharks don't hold grudges. It's like, really? Get the fuck out of here. Get back on the ferry and go away. So yeah, I think that was one of the more effective scenes of the film. The water skiing accident, when she's skiing, was pretty cool. You know, the shark attacking the boat, okay, really nice. But when she picks up the can of gasoline, am I the only one that's like eye-rollingly bad? Like, really? You hold it upside down over your head? I mean, I know she's being attacked by a giant killer shark. I know that she's probably scared out of her mind, all that stuff. I know what it's like to be scared on that level, but really? Over your head so the gas pours down on you? Come on. Also, when in a movie has a flare gun ever worked to your advantage and killed something? When has a flare ever done anything good?
Hot shot.
Strike my last comment. Flares are actually pretty damn effective in movies. So, yeah, I'm kind of rambling here just to have fun with this. I'm trying to think of what else to say here. I thought the acting was pretty good all around. I mean, yes, the screams of a couple of the girls on the boats gets kind of old after a while. Whatever. They're kids. They're teenage actors. I kind of like... I gotta say, I really like how Jaws 2 focuses on Brody. I mean, he kind of has to because there's no Quint and there's no Hooper. But it really focuses on, you know, his not, well, it did focus on development, but it focuses on, you know, he knows there's a shark. He feels it in his gut. So, you know, before he shoots the school of mackerel or whatever the fuck they were, you know, you see him preparing the bullets. They could easily have not done that. They could have easily just shown poison next to bullets and not done that. But they established that he's determined. He's not going to let more people die. He's not going to be put, like he says, through the hell again. And that's the other thing I really like, is that it really shows him, you know, determined. Like, I'm not going to go through this again. You people need to friggin' listen to me. There is a killer shark. Of course, they don't listen. The helicopter scene. Abraham Lincoln flies a helicopter in this movie. I love that scene. I know that there's a deleted scene where the shark attacks and kills the pilot underneath. Here's my problem. The helicopter pilot doesn't know why the kids are, you know, adrift and broken down. He just, you know, he radios in, hey, I found the kids. They're a quarter mile away from Cable Junction. They're disabled and drifting. Lands the helicopter. Which again, the guy needs to play Abraham Lincoln. I mean, he's older now, but you know, and you know, this happens.
Throw me a line.
All right, come on, easy. Take it easy. Here we go. All right.
Okay, that's good. You throw him the rope. Excuse me a second. Hey, Mr. Helicopter Pilot. Just so you know, there's a giant fucking killer shark floating around. You might want to know about that. But how do you not scream that to him the first thing when he lands, right? Hey, there's a fucking shark. You know, tow us somewhere, or don't fucking go in the water. I mean, come on. Every time I watch the movie, it's like, hey, dude, there's a fucking killer shark. Hey, dude, Lincoln. But the scene itself with the shark attacking the helicopter, that's pretty cool. it's well done. I mean, the special effects in this movie are okay. I don't think the shark looks anywhere near as realistic as the first film, as unlike what a lot of people think, but whatever. That's just opinion. The fact that it roars when it comes out of the water to attack Mike, you kind of had to do something with that scene. You can't just have the shark go, out of the water. I mean, but sharks don't roar. But of course, this is a huge, giant megalodon shark, so you never know it. Hell, in the third movie, it can warp different places, and in the fourth movie, it has warp speed. So, all bets are off when it comes to what these sharks are capable of. In the first movie, we talked about this the other day on Facebook. The first movie, it can time travel. The second movie, what would be its power? Oh, it can talk. In the third movie, it's just giant and huge and can move without moving its fins. And in the fourth movie, it has light speed. I like the film. Is it anywhere near as intense and as captivating and memorable as the first film? No. I would say it's a good movie. It could have been better, but for what it is, for being established from what's established in the first film, it's not bad. So yeah, anyway, not a bad film. Tomorrow, 4th of July, I usually watch Jaws. So yeah, what are your thoughts on Jaws 2? I would probably give it like a 6.5 out of 10, a 2.5 out of 5. I mean, it's 2.5, 2 3/4. The only thing that, in my opinion, that saves the film is, the acting of the main cast and the fact that you spend so much time on Brody. Anyway, guys, have a good night. See ya. Happy 4th of July.